Hey guys, what's up? I'm in Afghanistan, and you might be wondering, who let me in here? So today, that's what I want to talk about. I am not here with like an official tour group that just like, arranged everything for me. So it was more of an adventure.
So how does one prepare for a trip to Afghanistan as a solo female traveler?
The first step to going to any country is getting the visa. And this was an interesting process.
I traveled north to a city in Pakistan called Peshawar, near the border with Afghanistan.
It's my last day in the farm. These guys were so nice. Bye.
The people of Pakistan had been so welcoming. How would it be in Afghanistan, I wondered?
All right, it is time to go to the consulate and see if I can get my visa. Alright guys, wish me luck.
There it was, the Consulate General of Afghanistan.
Everyone's wearing burqas. There's a huge line for men.
But one perk of the patriarchy was that there was no line for women, ever.
So I got it. It was very, very quick, actually quicker than my McDonald's order, which is crazy. They give you a burqa, like the full on with like the tiny little holes, and I couldn't even see, I couldn't walk in it. So the lady had pointed for the building to go into, and then I couldn't see the direction she pointed and I went to the wrong building.
Long story short, I went into a room like this. He asked for $150 and 2 passport photos, and I said, I have $100, and he took it, and then 2 minutes later, I had a visa.
I feel like I basically like negotiated with the Taliban for my visa, right? Like one thing that is kind of interesting is that I feel like negotiating is much easier in a burqa because they can't see my face, and I feel like if I had to like look them in the eye when talking to the Taliban, I would be a little more intimidated, but because I was under this like sheet, I felt more emboldened to just say whatever I wanted. Another interesting thing too is that I could stare at all the men in the room. There were like 5 guys in there talking in different conversations. I don't know what they were saying, but I could stare at all of them and all of their beards and everything, and they like had no idea. So that was kind of cool. The downside is that you are invisible and can't walk. It also really reminded me why I think doing these types of trips can be so valuable, because I can now see everything from a whole new perspective, like truly see, or maybe not see because I couldn't really see that well. But I've seen women wear burqas, I've seen pictures of women wearing burqas, but I can't empathize because I've never had to do it myself. But now that I have, it's a totally different thing. So it made me feel more confident about my decision to go to Afghanistan, because that's what I want. I want to be able to empathize, to understand. That doesn't look great. That's a lot of skin.
We tend to fear the most, but we understand least. And I can't think of a country that's feared more than Afghanistan. The most dangerous country on earth. But beyond the headlines, most of us probably don't know all that much about it. Do we?
There's only one small problem though. It says I'm like a man. Maybe they just don't have a female option because they're like women traveling. They're not supposed to leave the house. I don't know. I hope it's not going to be a problem. So I basically added in like a little F here. Oh, man. I'm thinking about how fun it's gonna be to try to re-enter the US with like Afghanistan. I'm here buying in a bag. At least I don't have like choice problems with this. It's all black.
Various articles told me that face coverings would be mandatory now. Choosing one wasn't difficult, but putting it on was another story. Even after a demonstration, I still needed help. Luckily, the ladies shopping came to my rescue.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Next time. Okay. Bye.
Now I had the outfit. I just had to figure out how to get into the country.
Because of U.S. sanctions, I actually need to enter the country with all the money, all the cash that you will want. Otherwise, it's very expensive to send anything there. So, yep. So I'm loading up and making it rain.
Nearly everyone recommended flying into Kabul, so I decided to go by road.
So my local contacts through couchsurfing and friends of friends here in Pakistan advised me to avoid this border, but I kind of want to see it. I have this fascination with borders,
And the Brits drew this one, so I knew it would be interesting.
It's known for being a bit of a dangerous area, but women aren't really supposed to travel by themselves. So, should I cross the border alone and make the journey to Kabul? Alone? I can't decide. What do I do?